Hello there and welcome to Black Jackal Gaming. Today we're going to look at the teased Genestealer CultS detachment, which is the Brood Brothers detachment for the Imperial Guard. So we've been shown the detachment rules so far, as well as 3 of the stratagems available. The guard units are going to be popular. There've been a lot of fans asking for these for a while, and it's not just going to be the basic squads you can take as well. So the entire detachment is kind of dedicated to Astra Militarum models. You are encouraged to take them, but you can only take them in this detachment, and it's to a maximum of 50%, which, whilst you can't take a dedicated detachment for them, it is nice to have the threshold hit to 50%. Some of the models that you can take are a bit limited. You can't have any Commissars, Defenseless Scions or Valkyries. Full list hasn't been released yet, but you can take a Bane Blade if that's what you want to do. So the detachment rule is Astra Militarum units can select a unit within 18 inches, and then they're counted as overlapping fire. Now this unit can only target the overlapping fire unit, it cannot target any other units, and when it does so, any Genestealer cult that then targets this same unit with a range attack, so they get +1 to their hit roll, so quite a nice little buff to your Genestealer cult units. It's a shame that it doesn't actually affect the Astra Militarum units as well. So over to your stratagems. The first one we'll be shown is In the Shadow of Iron. What this essentially does, it allows you to select one ambush marker when the enemy makes a ends of movement within 9 inches of it. And then what you can do, you can select this marker and you can place it within 6 inches of one of your vehicle units and more than 9 inches away from an enemy unit. The other one's called Acceptable Losses. This is one Astra Militarum unit that can target an enemy unit that's in engagement range with a Genestealer CultS unit. When you do so, you do have to roll a d6 for each Genestealer CultS unit that is in engagement range, and on a 5+, that unit takes d3 + 1 mortal wounds, so there is a huge negative to using this stratagem as well. Considering it's a 2 CP stratagem, it's quite pricey considering you can do a lot of damage to your own unit as well. Next we have the Regimental Reinforcements. This allows you to select an Astra Militarum unit that was destroyed, and on a 3+, you can place this unit in Cult Ambush, and place one Cult Ambush marker anywhere on the battlefield as long as it's 9 inches outside of an enemy unit. If you cannot place an ambush marker because it's impossible, then you get to place none for this stratagem. Now this is really good because it allows you to keep regurgitating your units, and basically getting more points out of your army whilst doing so. So a couple of thoughts about what we've seen so far. The stratagems do seem a little bit weak. They are slightly more shenanigans-esque rather than doing any damage or adding any real durability. They're more about just your ambush markers and setting stuff up later in the game. So they might be quite difficult to utilize, and 2 CP for one of them is very steep. The Astra Militarum units will be cool. They have been really popular with the fans, but will they struggle without their own rules coming into play? That their datasheets have been set up to utilize these rules, so without them, are they going to be as effective? We'll have to wait and see. An enhancement would have been really nice to see. Given us 3 stratagems, it kind of takes a little bit away from the excitement. In the past, they usually give you 1 or 2 enhancements as well as 2 stratagems. It'd be nice to see what flavour they were going to go with them, whether they would all be movement orientated rather than damage orientated, because it is lacking a little bit of that damage oomph. It's probably not what fans were hoping for. A lot of fans that have been asking to use Astra Militarum, they would have wanted to field an entire army based on it. I don't know why they haven't allowed that. And the detachment is not really geared towards getting the best out of your Astra Militarum units either. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Consider supporting the channel by getting a membership or popping across to Patreon, where we have free memberships and I do some blogging, post some memes, and there's a couple of STLs available as well. Check out these other videos, take it easy, I'll see you next time.